The Very Passionate Lunatics, a group of 5 veterinary students from the University of Pretoria, executed a community engagement project in the Western Cape Province in June 2017 in order to make a change in rural communities. They made a difference by educating 40 students in Mitchell's Plain at Carradale Primary School about basic animal needs and benefits of sterilization. They wanted to research how much students in rural communities actually know about basic animal needs and the benefits of sterilization. Implementation consisted of questionnaires for students to fill in. They provided pamphlets. Posters were professionally made for better understanding. Topics such as sterilization benefits were covered, food, dogfighting, and body language. Teaching techniques included PowerPoint visuals, student participation, and demonstration on live animals. Students were rewarded and empowered with pens.
Okay, so the challenges that we had were quite a few because of the weather. So Cape Town had a huge storm on the Wednesday, and that was the day that we were supposed to go into Khayelitsha and do our project, but unfortunately because of the weather it was cancelled. Then luckily Sharon, who was our liaison, she organised 20 kids for us to go to the sterilisation in Khayelitsha, and then the sterilisation campaign was actually cancelled as well. So then we had to find another school to go to. So luckily we found a school in Mitchell's Plain, and then we went there on the Thursday and we actually did our community service project. Also, it was exam timetable, so it was very difficult for us to find a school. And also when we got to the school, we had prepared for an Afrikaans speaking school, and when we got there it was an English speaking school, so we had a bit of challenges there. So our questionnaires were in Afrikaans, but luckily we just quickly went through the questionnaires with the kids, just translating all the questions for them, and that's how we solved our challenges.
I'm just going to speak about who benefited from the community engagement project. So firstly, the school of course benefited. They benefited in terms of education on dogfighting, on handling basic needs skills, and also this on learning what sterilization is, what that's all about. We also gave them posters and pens, and they also received dog food, and yeah, that was about it. Then from VETSO also they would have benefited. Unfortunately, due to the sterilisation campaign being cancelled, we would have assisted them there, and they also gained some publicity from us. We gained t-shirts from them, so publicity. Then our VPL group has also benefited. We got the opportunity to learn. We had a great experience. We learned better communication skills, self-improvement, and also teamwork skills. So yeah.
Okay, with regards to communication, I started emailing Dougie from Witsel, and she put me in contact with Sharon Claassen, who gave us a school, and we emailed in the beginning, and closer to the time we started finding each other and messaging each other.
Suggestions for the 2018 third years would include organizing more kids to come to the presentation. We only had about 40 to 50. I would try and get a lot more. I would also suggest that for their questionnaires they do fewer questions. We did way too many, so it took so long to analyze. And lastly, they should rather organize to implement their project when it's not exam times for the schools, because that makes it very difficult to get a group of kids to actually present to.
Research indicated that most families do not feed their dogs millipap, which would be expected to be given in townships. Most students give their pets dog pellets. A lot of students thought chicken bones are acceptable to give their dogs, and they had to explain why it was not acceptable. There was a clear indication that dog fighting was a big problem in this particular community. Most students indicated that they do have dog kennels for their dogs. A lot of kids did not know what sterilization is, but after the presentation, most kids grasped this concept. A lot of students have running water, which they give their dogs. Handling and discipline skills in the community is lacking. Most students thought it was acceptable to tie their dogs to a tree.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to our sponsors. These included the University of Pretoria. They sponsored our flight as well as our car, which we used in the Western Cape. We would also like to thank VPL300. They sponsored us with t-shirts and gave us the opportunity to go to a sterilization campaign, which was unfortunately cancelled. VPAWS, Sharon from VPAWS, sponsored some of the kids with dog and cat food. And lastly, my VPL group, we gave the school some pens and 2 posters.
Thanks to the very passionate lunatics, a successful community engagement project was executed.